class of '77, is what that banner read on graduation day, and the next day the paper would say that the class of '77 was a total disgrace, and the class of '77 wasn't going anyways. That was back in the '70s. We were young and wild, back when my favorite thing was cruising the shop on a Friday night with fake ID and name. Cross the bridge to Jersey, going to Shea Lane. Back in the '70s. Harder than hell, farther from heaven for the class of '77. Just trying to survive through these troubled times, 'cause being a teen was a scary thing for the class of '77. Watch the nation thrive and deprive, and the class of '77 couldn't see a future that looked bright. That was back in the '70s. We were raising ourselves in the era of the latchkey kids. We were home alone without much help, so we threw parties, drank beer, smoked weed, never thinking about the future. It wasn't worth it, 'cause there wasn't one that we could see. Back in the '70s, there was the war in Vietnam where we didn't belong. There was the Cold War and the fear of being nuked. Inflation was rising, unemployment right beside it. Families were falling apart too. There was the energy crisis, and then along came AIDS, and we were so scared we didn't know what to do. So we did what teen would do back in the '70s. Drunker than hell, higher than heaven, we are the class of '77. That was then, this is now. Some lost, didn't make it, but on the whole, most of us did. You see, the class of '77 went on to lead productive lives, and the class of '77 was made stronger by living through those times. Living back in the '70s, it was a challenge indeed, but living back in the '70s is what made us learn how to succeed. The generation who learned to speak our minds, and the things we did back then that seemed so bad really weren't such a